Hey, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? This is your boy Rob Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Yeah. Today is Friday, April 17th, 2020, and I want to apologize to y'all for not being able to do my videos on a daily basis over the last few weeks or so. Because of this virus, there's a lot of stuff going on in America. And we are here today to say that we were right about a lot of stuff we told y'all damn near 5 months ago. When everybody, think about this. People will call you a conspiracy theorist and don't even understand where that term came from, how it came to be. What happened was back in the 50s, once the United States started conducting propaganda through your media, remember the last video I did, we talked about Operation Mockingbird. The federal government, federal agencies in the government, law enforcement agencies, and the agencies that was designed to control the propaganda started labeling people as conspiracy theorists, those who did not believe what the government official narrative would be. Like, for example, we're going to get right off into it. This going to be quite a lengthy video. I mean, I ain't going to keep y'all no more than 30 minutes or so. Hey, everybody, I thank y'all for joining in. Please hit the like button. Even if you dislike my shit, hit the dislike button. But just hit one of those buttons so that we can get our numbers, our viewerships, our subscribers, and all that shit back up. Because again, you all have to understand, and we'll talk about this a little bit later at the end of the show. YouTube is punishing my channel. Facebook is punishing my channel because of the subject matter and the topics that I talk about. They can't block me or totally delete or terminate my channel because notice how they got to push due to this coronavirus. They've been trying to make a big push about fake news, and they're literally censoring your material. And if you're too extreme in your beliefs, or they believe that you are putting out too much what they call fake news, they're deleting your account. Guess what? All they can do is suppress my numbers because they know I'm telling y'all the real shit. And you have to understand, they would rather us as black people, especially, be entertained more than they would have us informed. So YouTube, other social media outlets basically censor a lot of the stuff in a lot of my videos. When I say censor, that means they will not let, they will keep our numbers down due to algorithms. They use algorithms, which are, scientific, keywords, key search words, key search phrases. All these various ways of you all finding the real news behind the news or being notified when I do a video. They block that shit, man. They don't want me to tell y'all what we're about to tell y'all. We're going to jump right off into this. Again, I hate being right damn near 99% of the time, but glory be to the Creator. Because again, I'm no prophet. I'm no, soothsayer. I am no psychic. But I am a person who seeks knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And when we was telling you all, matter of fact, I'm gonna just let even your mainstream news articles tell you all. But remember, in videos we did 3 months ago when we told y'all this motherfucking virus did not start in China. The Europeans are saying it now. A bunch of scientists, and this is what you got to realize about science. Your mainstream media are going to constantly promote scientists say this, scientists say that. But the question you have to ask is what scientists are saying those things and who are paying those scientists for their research. Guess what? If I wanted a scientist to say that sex with a female Chinese midget is the best thing on the planet, guess what I'm going to do as a scientist in my research? I ain't going to do nothing but have sex with female Chinese midgets. So all my research is biased because I have to comply with the person who is sponsoring my research's narrative. Science really is the new religion. Your preachers are being replaced. The black robes are being replaced with white coats. They'll sit up and tell you, well, all the leading scientists say this. But what about all the other scientists around the country? What are they saying? You know, y'all give me a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Chai, what are you doing, girl? Chai, get from under that house, girl. Man, hold on, y'all. Let me let this dog out. Come on. Come on. See that? A little clumsy, but you get caught up every time. Y'all give me a second. We gotta do father, daddy duty type shit. Fucking with the dog and that little boy, man. I don't never have no rest. Come on, hold on. Come here, girl. Y'all give me a second. You stay from under that house. So that means I gotta get skirts to put on it. All right, y'all, I apologize for that. I had to do doggy do this. Inside. Good girl. All right, but let's go back to what we were saying. Scientists tell you what they really are being paid to tell you. All their research pretty much is biased. If they're getting corporate sponsorships, grants from, like I say, major corporations, or whatever entity that is sponsoring their research, guess what? They got to deliver results that's going to be in favor of that research. So when we talk about, hold on, let me get back to this first story we want to talk about. Didn't we tell you all this virus did not start in the United States? I mean, in China. Actually, I'm going to give y'all a key word. I want y'all to research this because YouTube might block me. Shh. Fort Detrick, up on the East Coast. This is most likely where this virus actually started. Remember when they was telling us about these people dying from vaping? You gotta understand what really good. Fort Detrick is a United States motherfucking military biological, pretty much weapons laboratory that had to close down last year because of certain specific violations. They kept violating certain things. Well, we do know that there's a Chinese national and a Harvard scientist who are now facing charges for smuggling certain viruses to China, which you got to realize, we have weapons laboratories in China. Don't let them fool y'all with all this trade war and all that shit. We really, if it wasn't for China, the United States right now would not be existing. They doing shit in China right now that we can no longer do in America. You want to know what? Like one example, walk through your house right now and see how many electrical products, how many products inside your home are made in the United States. None of that shit. Guess what it's made at? In China. But they said that this virus was made in China, and anybody that does logical, unbiased research will see that this, first and foremost, has to be a biological weapon, because naturally you would not have a coronavirus mixed with a strain of the HIV. That means somebody had to deliberately put the elements of the genetic code for HIV into that coronavirus, man. Because you got to realize, you have to understand the name. People are still talking about coronavirus, but it is COVID-19. It's a different form of a coronavirus. Coronavirus is the basic, what word am I looking for? It is the basic virus that respiratory infections are initiated. You have SARS. You had H1N1, which was the swine flu. You had the bird flu. Believe it or not, all those are classified as coronavirus. Again, I mean, pretty sure y'all, when we were telling you, 4 months ago, you're understanding now that COVID-19 means that this is something totally unique, and it was fucking discovered in 2019. This virus was created in a laboratory, y'all. How it got unleashed, that's speculation. I could say that, I'm going to say, I could and I am going to say that the United States unleashed it as a form of biological warfare. And it backfired. But this virus, think about this, y'all. Something else. I keep, switching subjects, but this here is deep. Don't y'all know this virus is mutated? From the first time we started hearing about it 4 months ago, you done had almost 7 strains of this virus. It mutated just that many times. It mutated just that many times. And come again to find out that this virus did not, well, the mainstream media in certain cases and a lot of other scientists in certain cases are saying that this virus did not start in China. And again, I said all that other stuff that I said, hold on a second, it was something I wanted to really emphasize. Oh, going back to by it being called, I'm going to show you how deep this shit is. Notice this. Why did they call it the novel? At first, in the beginning, they kept, and notice they still do, they call it the novel coronavirus. That means this is a whole different strain from all the other forms of coronavirus, because coronavirus fuck with your respiratory system. And they called it the novel coronavirus because they didn't have a name. Uh, okay, sorry about that. I had a notification come through. All right, now let's get off into it. I don't want to just keep going, but because there's some real issues I want to talk about. First of all, let's talk about the seriousness of this virus. Now we know that a lot of people still don't take this virus serious. You know, you can look at numerous episodes of things happening around the country, and you see people not taking social distancing serious. People are not taking the stay-at-home mandatory, in-home mandatory order around the country. People not taking that serious. As a matter of fact, up in Michigan just yesterday, they are out protesting, saying that the government needs to open back up. And I'm a firm believer in that's the worst fucking thing you can do right now. I know people are hurting. Man, I'm hurting so bad. I'm to the point where I had to I even have to humble my pride and ask people to help us do cash outs with whatever organization for philanthropo, however you pronounce that. But I do a lot of things in the community, in real life to help other people. And now that I'm in a time where I can't really work, I have to depend, on asking people to help us out. I don't really have to ask in a lot of cases because you all, especially here on YouTube, y'all have come through. Believe it or not, y'all have helped us stay above water. Them little, I ain't gonna say little donations because some of y'all have blessed us beautifully. And I really want to say this because y'all, I'm really proud, man, because it made me feel good that a lot of times you all here on YouTube, our subscribers, people I ain't never met, have come through over these last few months of difficulty for me and my son, and y'all blessed us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm stressed out right now. Another reason why I haven't been on here, I've been ill. I haven't been really able to afford medication. Because right now it's at a point where people in America literally are dying behind this virus. People cannot go to work behind this virus. So I don't really complain. I just continue to have faith and hope. And I know my next need is going to be met, through karma. Basically, as you do good, it's going to come back to you. You make good decisions, you're going to get rewards and reap benefits. You make fucked up decisions, you're going to suffer consequences. And today, I try to make a deliberate effort to make as many good decisions so that 10 years from now, I can be reaping the benefits as opposed to suffering consequences. But let me read this article, y'all. People, again, are, not taking this virus serious, but just yesterday, this is coming from the Wall Street Journal. Reported U.S. coronavirus deaths reached record 4,000 591 motherfucking people died in 24 hours. And y'all saying this virus ain't serious? I still see people saying, I don't know nobody got the virus. Guess what? I fucking do. 2 or 3 of my cousins. They done had it and overcame it. A lot of people around here done had this virus and really showed no symptoms. That's when you are asymptomatical. Man, this shit is real. 4,000, man, do y'all know how real it is up in New York and what you not seeing on the TV? Yeah, they showing y'all the mass grave. But do you realize you got damn near 7,000 people almost, at least every 2 days in New York dying, man. Here we had just in America, just in 24 hours, 4,591. Now, we also got to look at these numbers with questions because it could be a lot higher. A person can literally die today of pneumonia but has never been tested for COVID virus and might not get marked under there. And in some states, that another person could die of the COVID virus and it not get reported because they trying to open the state's economies back up. So this shit is real, man. Hey, Carlos, this is a demonstration of God. I'm gonna ask you a question, big brother, and you know I love you with respect, but what is God trying to prove? Isn't there enough death, destruction, hunger, poverty, slavery, inhumanity, war again? Ain't this enough of that shit already on the earth? Ain't God got a track record since we've been knowing about the God that religion teaches us? Now keep in mind, I believe in a creator. But the God that religion teaches us is that in order for him who is almighty to discipline mankind, he got to kill every goddamn thing on the earth when he simply could just kill the evil people on the earth. Literally. He could literally make this a utopia overnight. Why all these goddamn innocent babies gotta die, man? For real. So this is the problem I have with the religious philosophy on life. So let me show you something. You know one of the leading groups of people who's dying from this virus are these fake ass preachers around here in America and the rest of the world. Believe it or not. You got more preachers dying. I did a video the other day where the pastor up in Virginia, we not gonna shut down. We have a right to assemble. We have a right. No, you do not have a right, man, to put motherfucking people's lives in danger. And God is showing you, stop following a lot of these fuck ass preachers. So guess what? They're the ones who are dying of this virus. That preacher who said that shit the other day, they got all these lawsuits, went to jail. He trying to capitalize off the shit and gain fame, died 2 days ago. Fucking around with this virus. Man, this thing is serious, dog. So I have to question God. At what point, God, you just gonna make shit better for everybody? Stop all the little babies from getting shot by drive-by. Stop all the little babies from getting raped and molested. What kind of moral and just being, not just a God, would see all this death and fucking destruction and continue to perpetuate it? Everything works for the greater good. And keep coming, kid folks, because you know we have to have these intellectual conversations. What greater good is 4,000 people dying in 24 hours from a virus that man created? Ain't no greater good in that shit, man. Like what you say, God? Really, God is the God of religion, Islam, Christianity, Hindu. God, the God of all these religious texts is a fucking sociopath. He is a homicidal fucking sociopath. Because guess what? In order to punish one person, he sent armies down there to kill every fucking body in the city. He was not happy. Again, let me show you real game. Pay attention. What went on inside the holiest of the holies, according to the Bible? What went on inside the holiest of holies every day, all day? They was constantly killing shit, man. They was constantly cutting something's fucking throat, spreading blood. That was literally probably one of the spookiest motherfucking places in human history. But they talk about the black folk, talking about they cut the throat of a chicken. Man, they saying they were killing damn near 10 bulls every hour in that fucking temple, bruh. And this is the God who's so loving that somebody got to fucking die for him to forgive us all, when in reality he could just kill Satan. You know? Right now, this is what I believe, man. I'm just keep this shit real. No. This that same God that took our people for fucking Africa on a ship called Jesus. I brought them here to America and say Jesus loves you, and had that Bible preaching scriptures to you in their right hand, and had a motherfucking bullwhip or a shotgun telling you, now if you don't believe what I just told you, I'm going to kill you. Throughout history, man, especially in Christianity, no, every conquered nation in the last 2,000 years say first they send their missionaries speaking about Christianity and the gospel. Then they send their armies to enforce that shit. For real, man. As a Christian pastor, you should have more motherfucking come. You should be the first one to say, well, we got faith in God. Let's stay home this Sunday. But they are continually trying to defy this order under the guise of freedom of religion. They're saying it's your First Amendment right. No, let me show you what your First Amendment freedom of religion is. Let me give you some real game. Freedom of religion is simply the fucking government cannot enforce one religion over others in America. Literally. If you believe that Christian kids got the right to pray in public schools, guess what? You got to let Muslim kids, you got to let Hindu, you got to let Jew. You have to. Other than that, you have it basically considered this a Christian country, which in itself is against the Constitution. That's what the freedom of religion is. You don't have the right to know that there's a fucking virus that's killing 4,000 people a day, and you still go out there and gather up 150 people because pastor said we gonna come there and trust Jesus, and 2/3 of you all gonna die from this shit, from that one church service. This how real this shit is, bro. So why would I want to serve a God that gonna kill me for coming to give pastor my money so he can tell me about God? Man, that's some of the craziest shit I ever heard, dog. And not me to say it like, but that shit's crazy, man. Come on, dog. These people are dying who are preachers, and they are violating a simple mandate. Man, just stay at home till we get this shit under control. And if God is so good and he's so powerful, don't you think he's still going to be God while you at home? Now, what's happening is your preachers need that goddamn money. This virus is cutting into their money. So they're, man, Carlos, thanks, man, for the comment, bro, because you got me way off subject, man. I'm actually have to stop this video over here. Hold on, I'm trying to see y'all comment. Hey, love you. Hey, Kinfolk, when that time you coming back to Shreveport? And I seen you putting some new music out there. Hey, matter of fact, I'm going to give a shout out to my boy, Carlos Wade, man. I'm talking about we grew up from this high together. He got new music out, man. Y'all might check him out. We call him Big Boss, man. But y'all, he just come in. Let me see what you just said, Carlos. All right. It's not God, it's the devil. It's trying to use the power, hungry, lustful people that's in power to. But guess what? Why don't you think life would be a whole lot simpler if God just simply killed the motherfucking devil instead of allowing all these innocent motherfucking people on earth to die? Guess what? My mom and dad and your mom and dad, when we were kids, they simply whooped our ass. And we learned our lesson. God kills his motherfucking children. And don't it say we all God's children? Why all these goddamn people dying in Yemen, Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, Libya, America by the police, Venezuela? Because I'm finna show y'all some other games. Man, y'all, I mean, Carlos, hey, I love you, bro. You got me all on subject, but I'm gonna mention this, and I'm gonna stop this video, and I promise, in about 30 minutes, I'm gonna come back with another video, and I want you I want you to keep talking, Carlos, and come back with us. Also, hey y'all, if y'all see, hey man, I put the Cash App tag up there again. If all these other motherfucking YouTubers are making tens of thousands of dollars a week, because they get monetized, and meaning this is what you have to happen. In order to get monetized on YouTube, first of all, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have so many thousands watched of minutes. Guess what? I qualify for all that, but YouTube won't let me get monetized because of they not even caring about me saying shit, fuck, or nothing like that. It's the subject matter that I talk about. So again, I have to come to y'all because I'm gonna be real, y'all. I do this shit, man, for free every day. My boy Carlos. Tell him, Carlos, what we do here is Freeport. We don't just talk about this shit. We really about it. We challenge the system, man. We just beat them, what, about 3 weeks ago up here? Because they tried to put another housing projects under the guise of affordable housing. No, man, we do not need another motherfucking gang central on the Cooper Road. And we beat their ass. What we say, Carlos? You have to use your own mind, but it wouldn't be life. It would be nothing to live for. Hey, we're gonna talk about a little bit more on the second video. Just again, I lost my train of thought. But we talking about monetizing, and reason why I ask y'all, please hit that cash out because we really need it over this weekend coming. I think we're gonna be good, but the IRS pissed me off because I'm trying to file these taxes, e-file. And they're telling me that my birthday don't match my social security number. And I'm like, wait a minute, how the fuck does it not? Because y'all don't say that shit when I have to send that student loan payment in. When the older IRS, that shit been feeling good. But come to find out, a couple of months ago, I had to go down to the Social Security office here in Shreveport, right? Get a new Social Security card, Social Security card. 1 or 2 numbers, however, by her typing that shit in wrong. Do you realize now I probably won't get a stimulus check till September? Unless we can get this shit rectified in 2 weeks. I was really dependent on that. You know, with the little business I got, I was trying to apply for some of the economic relief. They basically told me these loans are really not for small minority-owned businesses. They're for businesses that employs 30, 40, 50 people. They got insurance. They got all the proper license, which you do need to run a business. But goddamn, I know plenty of people in the neighborhood that employ 30 young men, teenagers during the summer, cutting yards and helping them. So a lot of people being affected adversely by this virus, not just myself. I know a lot of y'all going through financial difficulties because literally you have a whole world's economy that's shut down. That's another story. I'm getting sidetracked because right now it just feels good to talk to y'all, bro. I ain't talked to y'all in a couple of days, man. I'm gonna be real. I've been depressed as fuck the last few days. Look at it right now. It's raining like a motherfucker in Freeport. Just a couple of days ago, we had tornadoes and all this shit. And it's like we all have trials, problems, tribulations, calamities, misfortunes, mistakes, mishaps. But through it all, it's about the decisions that we make, the information. Why do you think even your Bible say knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is way more important than gold? Because you can have a smart motherfucking dummy who's a millionaire, but he's a smart dummy. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is what we try to bring to the table here at the Real News Behind the News, man. That's all we do. That's why I do this dumbass shit. I don't do this for likes. Guess what? YouTube censoring me. I can't get no likes. I can't be like the bigger YouTube artists that y'all see that got 25,000 views on certain videos, because guess what? YouTube not trying to let me get past y'all. My subscribers now. YouTube not trying to let me get, because what? You know what? YouTube don't want me to tell y'all that virus again. And I'm about to do this video over with my boy Carlos, my kinfolk. Carlos, he was bringing up some interesting points. I encourage you, stay strong. Hey, you know I love you too, kinfolk. Man, you family, bruh. Cooper Road. Hey, you the only one that know what that means. Y'all call it a gang sign, but Carlos, At Cooper Road for life, baby. You know how we do. But and that's why I do what I do for the Cooper Road, because you got a lot of elderly people. Our ancestors live up there, and guess what? These politicians, all the preachers, don't give a fuck about them. So guess what my job is? I'm the job of the politicians, the preachers, the political, all these people, is to fuck our people. My job is to be the condom to keep our people from getting pregnant by that bullshit. Because here in Shreveport, we do not play with them. Anybody that knows us personally, I'm not bragging, but I am bragging. When it comes down to corruption here, and especially when it affects our children and our elderly, we fight, dog. We come, I mean, and we win. We really never lost when we challenged the city council here in Shreveport. Because for the first time here in Shreveport, and I'm just keep this real, I'm gonna stop this video and come back. First time in the history of Shreveport, 180 years, they got to deal with a Negro who's, all glory to God, who's intellectual, intellectually gifted enough to be a scholar that I could sit down in a business room and talk to them with the biggest vocabulary, proper English, perfect grammar, and somewhere in that meeting, that shit goes straight hood, and they be like, nigga, fuck that shit. That's not finna happen. They never had to deal with that. And they don't know how to deal with it because social media allows me to get out there, and when the mayor does a press conference or somebody in Shreveport do a press conference, I come back 5 minutes later. Y'all see that bullshit? And it's moving and motivating people. Man, I had one of our subscribers today. I'm in the hood trying to hustle, cuz I'm gonna be real. I gotta get this shit out here, man. I got real shit. I'll show y'all some shit right there on the side of my house. I gotta get that shit fixed real fast. But this man came and said, man, hey Rob, he stopped his car. Hey Rob, man, I appreciate that shit you made, nigga. Man, keep doing. And you know what? I was really like, man, fuck this shit. Ain't nobody helping me. Ain't nobody. Really, I know people are listening, but this shit is frustrating. Just what that brother told me today, man, gave me the inspiration to do this video. Just by y'all watching this video. Even if ain't but 80 y'all watching it live. Eventually, it's probably going to hit 150, 200 people. But you got people out here talking about fucking twerking. That's getting fucking 10,000 live viewers. And then eventually 2 million views on dumb shit. And guess what? YouTube paid them for that shit. YouTube trying to keep me from getting over 2,000 subscribers. And this is why I do what I do. It's not just against YouTube, Facebook, man. This shit is real life. This is life. As we, at the Real News Behind News, try to show you all, life is no joke. Do not go around believing what your politicians, your preachers, your motherfucking media tell you word for word. Because guess what? If you knew more than them, you would not need them. So guess what? They're not going to tell you everything. That's why they said there's a legend, a saying, I taught you everything you know, but they're not going to teach you everything that they know. Then this shit real. All we want y'all to do is ask questions, bro. Hey, I'm going to come back in a minute, man. I got to go ahead and try to see what's up, cook this little boy for something for dinner. Hit the like button, hit the share button. If you're watching this video for the first time, whether you like it or hate it, subscribe to our channel, because we do these dumbass videos pretty regular. We've been trying to do them every day. Ramadan is coming up. Time to give back. I'm going to be real. I pray somebody bless us, because I'm going to show y'all something that didn't happen. That's $600 almost at least. And I don't even have $6 motherfucking dollars. This shit here. Now, what y'all seeing right here is the side of my house. I'm finna show y'all a pond. But what has happened, I gotta take all this shit loose because I got a leak in a pipe inside this fucking wall. And if I don't do it real soon, that shit is finna rot all that shit out and it will bust my... And all this happens at the time with the COVID virus. And we're gonna come back and talk about that shit, because I really didn't talk about none of the shit that I've over talked about. Because, my boy Carlo, he had us on a good conversation. And again, I suggest that y'all keep giving us the comment. I suggest that y'all start sending comment, telling us what you all want us to talk about. That shit there will make these videos better, and it will fuel the dialogue, and we can come out a lot cleaner. So again, y'all give me a minute, and I'm gonna come back with part 2 of this video, and I'm actually do what it was I said I was gonna do as far as the subject matter. All the people dying, the virus actually being a biological weapon starting here in America, and quite a few other issues. Y'all give me a moment.